Hello viewers, welcome to Tradabulls. So today finally Nifty closed below 25,000 mark. So since last 6 sessions, so Nifty was traded near to 25,000 mark. So yesterday it was touched 25,200 mark and today it was touched about 24,900 mark. So in the middle of the session, so 2 times it was broken 25,000 mark. Finally, it was decisively closed below 25,000 below. And the major impact on Nifty was by IT. So IT was down by around 1.2% today. And with today's data, so IT's short-term trend was entered into negative territory. So last 2 days it was clearly given a good breakout on upside, but it seems it was a false breakout. So it was majorly somewhat stiff resistance is facing at 43,000 mark, and today, yesterday, day before yesterday, both days it was not able to clear 43,000 mark, and today it was decisively closed near to 42,200 mark. So since last almost all 18 to 19 sessions, IT was under strong consolidation zone, about 43,000, somewhere 41,500 to 41,700. So either 43,000 mark should be cleared, or 41,500 mark should be cleared downside. Then only we may expect somewhat trendy 1,500 points since last 19 to 20 sessions. So Reliance, after few sessions, so today it was a positive candle, but yesterday the close, whatever we have seen, that is 2,744. So before that, about 7 days, it was somewhere support has taken at 24,040 level. So 2,740 level. So now this will become a strong resistance for Reliance. So even yesterday it was touched, and today also it was about to enter to that level. So somewhere 2,740 level. So 7 days support, whatever we have seen, now it has become strong resistance for Reliance. So if we want to expect any further up move, it should clear this line, that is 24,000, so 2,740 level. So IT, as per weekly data, IT was still in strong. So still since last 3 days, IT was closed above last week high. So it is holding last week high level. So somewhere 52,000 was major resistance. So yesterday and today, both days, it was almost entered into 52,000 level. From there, it is facing a stiff resistance. So yesterday, the candle was somewhere hanging man candle formed, and today shooting star candle formed. So both are trend reversal patterns for Bank Nifty. So we may expect some downward momentum for Bank Nifty too. So as per Tradabulls application, so Nifty was final call bearish plus, and Bank Nifty was in neutral, and IT was in bearish plus, Fin Nifty was in neutral, Midcap was in bullish plus, and Reliance was in bearish plus. So clearly both Nifty and IT are indicating somewhat bearishness. As per indices, so candlestick pattern FRE, it is clearly indicating yesterday's 38.2% to yesterday's minus 50% zone, and weekly data was indicating somewhere 61.8% to 38.2% was the today's trading range. So here, once it was closed below 61.8% of last week's range, so it's almost all entered into 38.2%, and from there it went all the way to above that 61.8, but none of the candles were closed above that 61.8%. Here 25,113 was one important level. Yesterday it was broken and today also it didn't touch to that level. So the next probable number for IT would be 24,753, which is 0% or low of last month's range. So even recent times low also it was indicated somewhere 24,700 level. So now Nifty may retest that levels, either 24,700 or 24,753. If any breakout happened downside, approximately 24,700 level, so we may expect further fall till 24,400 level, which is minus 23.6% of last month's range. So we have added one more analysis, that is GAN analysis. So as per GAN, 24,865 is major support for this week for Nifty. So if it closes below 24,865, so we may expect some more speedy fall towards down, and 25,628 was the major resistance for Nifty. So today it was closed below this level, that is minus 450 degrees, so 24,991, and even today's low also it was touched about minus 495 degrees. So coming to Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty also daily it was indicated somewhat bearish, and weekly it is very much strong. So still market is trading above last week's high for Bank Nifty, and monthly it was indicated somewhat downside. So as per today's close, 51,800. So 51,800 was close below 38.2%. So the next probable number for Bank Nifty would be 51,336, and if it breaks that level, so the next support would be 50,370 level, which is last month's low. And for IT, so today's close was 42,230. 42,230 was less than 38.2%. So the next probable number for IT would be 42,100 and 41,600. So for both Bank Nifty and IT are clearly indicating 23.6% of last month's range and 0% of last month's range. So coming to major indices sentiment. So today's Nifty sentiment was 32 out of 50 negative side and 18 out of 50 were positive side. So from negative side contributions, majorly Infosys Bank, ICICI Bank and M&M. So positive side, HDFC Bank, Reliance and Bharti Airtel. So from last 3 days data, the sentiment was 30 out of 50 on negative side and 20 out of 50 are on positive side. So majorly Reliance, Bajaj Finance, Axis Bank are the downside draggers, and HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Bharti Airtel was upside. So just flat note, as per Friday's close and today's close, both are almost the same. So just below 25,000 mark. So coming to Bank Nifty, so today's sentiment was 7 out of 12 on negative side and 5 out of 12 are on positive side. So majorly ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank are the downside contributors, and HDFC Bank was only one on positive side contribution from Bank Nifty. So coming to last 3 days data, so majorly comparatively last Friday's close to today's close, it was up by around 600 points, which is 1.2%. So Axis Bank, Bandhan Bank are the major downside draggers, and HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank are the clear upside. So HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank both contributed almost more than 600 points. So out of 733 positive side. So coming to IT, so today's the sentiment was 9 out of 10 on negative side. Majorly Infosys was down by around 2%, and points wise contribution around 233 points out of 488 points. So half of the fall was only because of Infosys. So IT weekly contribution from last 3 days data, 4 out of 10 are negative and 6 out of 10 were on positive side. Majorly TCS and Infosys are the downside contributors. Coming to index top 10s. So for Nifty, 6 out of 10 were closed on negative side for weekly the daily data, and weekly 5 out of 10 are closed on positive side, and as per monthly 6 out of 10 are on closed negative side. So for Bank Nifty, 5 out of 10 were closed on negative side for intraday, and 5 out of 10 were closed on neutral as per weekly data, and 6 out of 10 were closed on negative side. For IT, 8 out of 10 were closed on negative side and 5 out of 10 were closed on negative side for weekly also. So monthly 6 out of 10 were closed on positive side. Top performers are HDFC Life and Dr. Reddy's, more than 1%. And downside performers, M&M, Infosys and Hero Motor Corps around 2% to 3% range negative side. So since last 3 days, this week, BPCL was the top performer, around 4% up. HDFC Bank, Bharti Airtel also around 2.7% to 3% upside. Whereas in negative side, Maruti was down by 3%, Tata Steel was down by around 3.5%, and Bajaj Finance was around 5% down. As per weekly data, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counters are trading last week's high above. So HDFC Bank, Bharti Airtel, HCL Tech, BPCL, SBI, HDFC Life and Apollo Hospitals. So these 7 are trading above last week's high level. Whereas downside, Nestle India, Hero Motor Corp, Cipla, TCS, Tata Steel, Reliance and Bajaj Finance are trading last week's low below. So 7, almost all 7 are trading last week high above, and another 7 are trading below last week low. So that's all about today's analysis. So Nifty was closed below 25,000 mark after 2 sessions. So Monday and Tuesday it was closed above 25,000 mark, and last 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday also it was closed below 25,000 mark. So 24,750 was indicating last month's low, and it's already tested one time. So again, this week or next week we may retest 24,750 level once again. And Bank Nifty is also somewhat still weekly data, it is showcasing positivity. So still it is trading above, since last 3 days it is trading above last week's high above. So we need to see IT also. IT was down by around 1.2% today, and trend also got changed. So short term trend was down for both Bank Nifty and Nifty. Short term trend for Nifty and IT are in downside. Only Bank Nifty is towards upside, whereas Bank Nifty and Nifty's weekly trend is indicating downward movement. So 24,700, whatever the recent low, which is once again it may retest it. So if it breaks that level, so we may expect another 1,000 points fall from the Nifty side. So that's all about today's analysis. So we'll meet on next analysis. Thank you so much.